violence or no other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police. But I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
What's good, cyberspace? It's the Black Gen Z Mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get into the video.
Is it too early to ask how you think this storm will be remembered in the books that are written about this time?
Well, first of all, we did not experience another Hurricane Katrina. What goes on in my mind is infrastructure needs to remain a priority because we are seeing the positive impacts from what we have started.
It just amazes me that I haven't heard anything about the flooding in New Orleans. There is no reason, even if there weren't any pumps, to have a foot of water at night and in the morning have it only be 10 inches. It's disgusting. How much?
Wow. So it looks like Mayor Cantrell is fumbling the bag every which way. She's just not good. She's not good enough, and she has a bad attitude. She has a bad disposition when it comes to the people, getting in fights with citizens, pulling up to rap shows. She wants to be a celebrity so bad. Taking first class flights, then having to pay the money back, living in expensive high rises. I mean, this woman is bad news, and she's trying to make it seem like she's just being attacked by the right, when she's simply just not good at her job.
Water was in there.
We got a foot.
A foot?
And enough for us to have to do sheetrock work.
Yes. Wow. And throw out most of your furniture.
And this is me. In fact, I was going to get on the phone. I mean, and try to find a TV station. You know, of course, you're cleaning it up now, but Center Street is really in the.
Shorty is gonna hurt her back. So one of them guys need to tell her, yo, that's not how you pull the bag. If anything, she needs to turn around and pull it going backwards. She needs to, because that's just going to happen. That's a back spasm waiting to happen.
A lot worse mess than we are.
You have to stop and pause and reflect on where we could have been.
The last time we got water, it went like all the way up to the top step. It did not get in. People lost their cars in the back. We are still suing over that, and nothing's happening.
Our mayor does not understand and know, and we're sick and tired of it. That's why our crew is coming out to do this, to clean up.
Thank you so much.
Yes, of course.
At least I don't have to walk by it.
I'm walking.
You see, the people are just, you know, they're tired of her. There's supposed to be a recall, and I don't know, man. It seems like she's gonna be in there. It seems like she's finna tough it out. She's finna thug it out. But obviously the people are sick of her, and rightfully so. She's just doing a bad job, and she doesn't care, you know. She truly, it's like I said, she just wants to be famous.
In my neighborhood and around the city, walking.
Let's see, this is the Marine Corps Navy team here at work.
Hells yeah.
We don't do anything unless we lead from the front.
Yeah, you're not leaving, huh?
Oh, no.
But you can vote for a new mayor. That's gonna work.
Oh, and I mean, I'm not gonna lie. She might just re-vote for Cantrell. I wouldn't put it past her. Even with all that, with all the stuff going on, I don't really think they're connecting the dots. I think the loyalty has to go to the party, and it's like if she's what's left, then that's who she's gonna vote for. So
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Frederick Douglass, where a shooting just took place, and as you can see, it's a pretty rough area. So I'm basically risking my life reporting on this madness. So make sure you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button, like the video, hell, share the video, and make sure you go ahead and leave a comment down in the comments section to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this son violence in the streets. I'm Jenquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
Long Fox 8 investigation finds Mayor LaToya Cantrell could be breaking city policy and possibly state law.
Yeah, hundreds of hours of surveillance and Fox 8 undercover video show her spending large amounts of time at the Upper Pantaba apartments.
Woo, and they tracking her now. It's over. I think it's over. I think, you know, something's got to be done, but I guess, you know, I guess either she's gonna have to do something illegal and then like not pay it back, or I don't know, but it seems like the media has turned on her.
Occasionally staying overnight. Here's our latest investigation. Sunday, July 31st, surveillance video shows New Orleans Mayor LaToya Cantrell on the balcony of the city's Upper Pantaba apartments, watering plants for nearly an hour. Sunday, September 4th, Cantrell goes inside the apartment and stays there for the entire LSU-Florida State game. That night, she never left, sleeping and staying in the apartment until she left the next morning just before 10:30. On the morning of Tuesday, September 6th, our Fox 8 undercover camera found her returning from a morning workout. There's the view from the surveillance camera operated by the French Market Corporation.
Wow. So she's literally just living in luxury apartments. It's ridiculous, y'all. And she trying to finesse and just live her life. Like, what? This is crazy. I mean, the entitlement. I told you guys in the last video, she's not working for the people. She's working for herself, and she's trying to live a luxurious life as if she's the Queen of New Orleans.
Cantrell returned from 40 minutes of exercising. Afterwards, she again watered the plants and left for work in a different outfit.
It doesn't look good.
We've reviewed more than 630 hours of that French Market surveillance camera, a camera set up right in front of the door that leads to the city apartment. We've also done our own surveillance, sending a photographer and producer to the French Quarter, where we found her watering plants, sitting on the balcony, and illegally parking a city vehicle in an area marked "No Stopping Anytime." What we found has experts concluding the mayor is using the city-owned Upper Pantaba apartment for personal use.
Yes, it is very clear that the mayor is actually living there and not actually visiting or entertaining or using it for some sort of ceremonial use.
She should have put a boyfriend in that mug or something. Put it in his name. Because it's looking crazy. Some
sort of protocol use. If she's there on the weekends, if she's there during Saints games, certainly if she's watering plants there, if she's coming and going in casual clothes, if she's spending the night there, it's clear that she is living in that residence. It is clear she is using it for personal use as her personal residence. So, and if she's not paying rent for that personal use, then it's a problem.
Wow. Man, she is all bad news.
For decades, the city has used one Upper Pantaba apartment. In the past, former city employees tell us it was utilized for meetings or for out-of-town dignitaries or even the mayor to occasionally stay or use. But according to our investigation, that has now changed.
The problem is she does not own that apartment. That is not her apartment. That apartment is owned by the taxpayers of New Orleans, and the taxpayers want to receive fair market rent for their property.
And she is living off the taxpayers' dime. Just an abuse of power, gross abuse of power. And obviously they don't want this message to get out there. But she is taking L's on all levels, and it gets worse, y'all.
If the taxpayers are not receiving fair market rent for that property, then clearly we have a violation of city property.
Or it should be used for city business, whether it's meetings or dignitaries staying there like it has been done in the past.
It would be fine if it was visiting dignitaries, if it was for ceremonial uses. I don't think anyone intended for that apartment to be used as a primary residence for a mayor. I mean, if it was designated as a primary residence for a mayor, that would be different. But we have no residences in the city of New Orleans that are designated as an official residence for the mayor.
The Metropolitan Crime Commission has been conducting a similar investigation and has photos from neighbors in the area saying the mayor has been coming and going daily for 9 months.
9 months. That's wild. She doing the most. So when she was taking them flights, she didn't think to say, yo, I should probably switch up the crib now. This was September 21st, 2022.
I think it's another indication of the distorted sense of entitlement that the mayor has. So it's been well documented about her travel and her feelings that she's entitled as a mayor to first-class accommodations while she's traveling, which are contrary to city rules. And this is another indication of her distorted sense of entitlement as the mayor of the city of New Orleans. That's an asset of the city. And she's not the president of the United States, and that's not the White House. She's not the governor of the state of Louisiana, and that's not the governor's mansion. That's a city apartment supposed to be used for entertainment purposes. And for her to essentially utilize that as some additional living quarters is.
And I guarantee once they showed her that and she got her eyes on that, she was like, I'm gonna be living in that one day. Oh my God, she is just horrible, y'all.
Is an abuse of authority, in my opinion.
According to the French Market Corporation, the city's apartment is 1,813 square feet, 2 bedrooms, 2 baths. The fair market value for rent, $2,900 a month. It's in a prime location overlooking Jackson Square, steps from the river, and some of the city's most iconic landmarks.
So that's easy, just pay up. Pay up.
The head of the Metropolitan Crime Commission says this could be a violation of city policy and state law. The city has a policy that states use of city property is for work-related purposes and not for personal benefit.
Well, I think that the state constitution says that public assets shall not be used for personal purposes. This is a clear case of a violation of the state constitution, in that. So it's up to the city. Now, the legislative branch, which controls the purse strings, they're investigated and have looked into her.
Yeah, she's got to get impeached. She got to be out of here.
First-class travel, and we're essentially asking them to do the same thing with respect to her use of the city's apartment.
Our review of surveillance began with video from late July. In it, the mayor stayed at the Upper Puntaba a handful of nights. Most days she arrives early in the morning, changes into work clothes, and after leaving, usually returns until about 9 to 11 at night. The Crime Commission is asking the New Orleans City Council to investigate.
Wow. I mean, that's just horrible, man. It's not good. Gross abuse of power, just thinking that she's the queen of New Orleans. Like I said, she thinks she owns the city. She thinks everything in the city. She's like, I'm gonna use everything. That's basically what she's doing. She's trying to take advantage of every privilege that she may have temporarily and use it for personal gain. This is horrible, man. It's not good.
And asked the mayor to pay the city back for using a $3,000 city-owned apartment rent-free.
I think that's taxable, and I also think that the city is entitled to recoup that money from her. That's a misuse. I mean, the utilities.
She might get out of office owing a lot of bread.
The internet, the cable, everything is paid for by the city. The city doesn't owe that to the mayor of the city of New Orleans or any other employee.
A city spokesperson issued a statement to Fox 8 regarding the mayor's use of the apartment. It reads, the mayor's usage of the city-owned apartment at the Puntaba is consistent with the usage of past mayors. The statement goes on to claim the most recent franchise agreement contains no rules governing how that unit should be used. And that, according to the French Market Corporation, this mayor and past mayors were under no obligation to pay for usage of the unit. The city sent us the franchise agreement cited in the statement. However, it doesn't relate to the city's use of the Upper Pontaba apartment. The franchise agreement is a 2013 council ordinance that merged the former Upper Pontaba Building Restoration Corporation into the French Market Corporation.
Gang violence and other kind of violence.
Anyway.
So it is what it is.